Live again. Um, it's been a minute. My apologies for taking so long. I have been cheating on you. I've been over on TikTok for a while, so sorry. Those of you who have moseyed over and found me on TikTok, thank you so very much for your support on every platform. For those of you who follow me on each platform everywhere I go, my heart is with you as well. And for those of you who are brand new, my name is Cody. I am your conscious soul reader. Welcome to my channel. Cody with an I. It's a Southern thing. It's a women's lib baby thing. So yeah, we're going to get started here in just a second. Time to wrestle the cat because now I'm recording. He's been still and to himself. Now the camera's on. So here we go. So I hope everybody's doing well. If you are catching the replay, be sure to put replay in the comment section and where you are writing from. I'm also going to let everybody know, 11:11 on my clock, I will never reach out to you or follow you or request for you to follow me, as I am a business page. Business pages cannot have you follow them for a personal reading. That is a scammer. When a scammer asks and requests for you to DM, follow them, send them a friend request, it's a scam. Also, I will never reach out to you begging you for a reading or telling you I feel drawn or called to give you a reading. It has to be on your accord. You have to be the one who wants it. Otherwise, I am manipulating your energy by telling you you need a reading. You have to feel called to need guidance and reach out to those you feel aligned with. That's how they work. Everything else is a scam. Just FYI, no legitimate reader has the time to comb through everybody's comment sections and hit up people who are trying to talk to other people, who are there for other people's business and who are there for their business. Okay, so there's the PSA out of the way. I will be doing Hey, Melissa, I will be doing a video coming up soon explaining this again. I've got a couple of different content ideas coming up soon. In the meantime, I am here to offer collective readings. If anybody needs any personal questions answered, I have a menu that is in the link tree: $5, $11, $22, and $44. Very, very detailed answers. This is a deeply discounted rate from my personal private readings, which can be booked only through my website. Every single reading I do is of this face talking directly to you. Everything else, again, is a scam. How are you, Melissa? How you doing? Good to see you. What's going on, lovely? What's happening, hot stuff? Hey, Ruby. How are you, love? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Hi, kids. It's been a hot minute. So those of you who found me over on TikTok, because I've been cheating on you. I've been over on TikTok. Over there, not here, over there. But they finally let me out of TikTok, y'all. So I need money. I gotta get paid for this. I do love giving y'all collective readings, but I tell you what, I have been live and then live and then live and then live. And I offer subscriptions over there. So there's like a lot of access to me. If y'all can stand it, then I highly suggest heading over there as well. If not, I'm here also. Private readings are always available on my website. Collective readings, I will come on as often as I can. Personal readings live are deeply discounted. Let's look at some money. What's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday. It's Friday Eve here in the States. If you are on the other side of the Atlantic, it could already be Friday. Let's see. Let's talk some shmoney. I'm going to look at money first. Money, 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 money. You made something that made sense. You heard something that made sense to you. You've been projecting your wounded inner child onto your boyfriend. Yeah, that makes sense. Yes. Oh, back at you. I'm happy you're here too, Ruby. Yes, 1000%. This is the thing. We project everything that's inside of us on every single person that we encounter. We're just walking around and mirroring, right? Any interaction you have, you're going to portray whatever's going on inside of you to them. So a lot of times many people will try to, blame their exes, and I've been through a lot of trauma, but a lot of people don't even go far enough back. And it goes all the way back to the wounded inner child. And it starts there. We start learning our protective behavior very early on. There are some deep-seated behavioral issues and patterns that set in really, really early on. And as we continue to encounter new relationships, we tend to adjust and buffer that. But everything is pretty set in stone in your childhood, into your adolescent years. And these are your influential years when your parents have you. When your parents, your grandparents, your relatives, if you are in, God forbid, a facility, something like that. So that's all that influence. Absolutely. And then everything after that is just more on top of it, if you haven't already unpacked that early stuff. So yes, I was fortunate enough to get a lot of therapy and a lot of counseling throughout my whole life. I've been getting counseling since I was in school. My parents would take me, and then it continued on, through middle school. It started in middle school, it continued through high school, and then after I went a few more times to just kind of get some guidance on some things I needed. So I was never shy to it. Luckily, therapy was not taboo in our family. It was not frowned upon or seen as a negative. So it was there, but it's a matter of aligning with the right person to receive what you need when you need it. And I don't think that ever happened. And it never happened, unfortunately, with therapists or counselors. Occasionally, they would help me with some things. And as I got into my relationships, I would go a little more. And then definitely when I got married, we saw a lot of therapists and a lot of counselors. But a lot of things that were happening were because of things that were already instilled in my behavioral patterns and issues and stuff. So your ex has treated you just like the person that hurt your inner child most. So I've cycles of these behaviors with that. Man doesn't treat you like that. And I project, expect him to act like the other men. Yep. So that's the thing. You have to detach. This person is not that person. We will do that. We get this new connection and we're like, I've been through all this stuff. So now because you're in my life, you get to hear all about it. You get to experience what I experienced, because you haven't found that yet. This is about going in and being accountable. Why did I experience that when I experienced it? What was in that lesson? What was that lesson for me? Why did I experience that? And what is that lesson that I'm supposed to take forward with me moving forward? So a lot of times you don't even know why you experience those things until later in life, right? Sometimes it's so that you can help your children later in life. Sometimes it's so that you can guide them away from something in a relationship later. Sometimes it's so that you can be a better parent than your parents were, right? We learn through what to do and what not to do. You never know. You never know. But it's about starting to look at those experiences, right? What are you experiencing? What are you feeling? And where is that truly coming from? And why? Why? Seriously, why are you experiencing that? Maybe that was all in the inner work. When I was reading that inner workbook, my neck, I slept on my neck funny. And I feel like an oldest lady ever trying to turn. It reminds me of when Mr. Brady went to court for the accident and that guy was in his neck brace doing this. That's what I feel like. Yeah, it's all in here. It's all in here. This goes all the way back. And this is about having accountability for the way you feel and the way you react to what's happening, and really pinpointing on where it's coming from and how to look at it. And it's not about, stopping it altogether, but it's about becoming aware. Being self-aware is empowerment over everything. This allows you to see the situation for what it is instead of what you're experiencing. the feeling. It's not about being the feeling. It's about understanding your feelings in the experience. There's a big difference there. Big difference there. Yeah. That is so beautiful though, Melissa, for you to even acknowledge that. For you to even acknowledge that and to even say that. Have you said this to your boyfriend? You know how healthy that looks? You know how beautiful that is to have that accountability and to be able to say that, to be able to actually even say that. So many people cannot say that. Everybody is so busy looking out there. Who's to blame? Who hurt me? And let's all get them. Let's all get them. And then what? And then what? What does that do for you? How does that help you moving forward? What does that do to, to protect yourself in case that ever occurs again? Is that group of people going to come around with you and, pull out the torches and pitchforks and get them? Or are you going to start looking at where it's coming from and taking control of that so that you're not always on the prowl and the hunt to get people, and instead you can stop the reaction before it becomes a problem, before it takes over you and what you're experiencing? It gets out of hand. This is where we lose control, when we are not self-aware. Cry fest, I need to do that. I need to get it out. I need to schedule some time to cry. Isn't that terrible? I haven't had time. I've been holding it in since before the last full moon, this like big cry that I've needed to get out. And I just keep putting it off and laughing it away and masking it down and getting online and escaping through you beautiful people. And, and it keeps like having these little things where it keeps threatening to come out. And then I go and transmute it and do something else. I'll block out some time where I'll just sit and just purge and get it out of my system for a minute. And then I can, and then as situations come up, I'll be able to process it better versus like running from it. I'm in running mode right now. He's always accepted all of your, oh, that's so sweet. So sweet. Common, it's really not fair. Yeah, well, at least you recognize that. At least you recognize it, Melissa. There's so many people that just go through life and just keep on keeping on just because it's, oh, well, it's just the way I am. And I'm great. And everybody else needs to, and that so many people will go around and feed everybody's delusions, how awesome you are, and everybody else is to blame. How toxic is that? How toxic is that? That is so dangerous. It's so dangerous to put everybody else responsible for how you think, feel, and react. It's dangerous. We're going to get it out. It's okay. Hugs back to you, Melissa. We're going to chop it up and figure it out. Don't worry about it. Don't sweat it, honey. It'll be all good. All right, lovely lady. Let's see. You want to do some... I made some really cool new Oracle decks. I do want to, let me just blaze through money real quick. Let's look at money. Let's look and see what the collective. Shmone. What do we need to talk about? This keeps coming up. Cryptocurrency. It sounds so cryptic, right? Cryptocurrency. It's almost like the end of the old into the new. This is Bitcoin. This is the new money for the new world. Okay. I know y'all have probably heard of this. If any of you are watching tarot, you are not under a rock when it comes to the possibility of what is to come, right? So big talks on cryptocurrency coming up. So definitely need to look into that. It's been coming up a lot in my world personally. So need to definitely look into that. We got unexpected expenses coming out. Some of you may have recently experienced some unexpected expenses. This could be, a needing to go to the doctor. This is something coming up that it was unforeseen. You broke a leg, you broke an arm. You got unexpectedly sick. The car broke down. The kid got sick, right? The kid hurt themselves or something happened at a sporting event. Something came up. So there's something here where you're needing to either dip into a nest egg or you're going, what nest egg? Some of you are saying, what's a nest egg? that preparing for a rainy day, right? That so few of us, very few of us are actually able to do. And this would be fantastic. Maybe cryptocurrency is a way for you to add extra income, to be able to start chipping away at debt and investing in future, right? This is the time when it is perfectly feasible to look into the past and into the future so that you can plan for now. Right? These are moments when you're wanting to really look at that so that you can help be the most beneficial in the now to plan for the future. Money, 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 money. I was going to sing it. Money, 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 money. Oh, we got an internship. Some of you could be looking at a new job. Some of you could be looking to start someplace completely new. Some of you might be interning somewhere where you're learning about cryptocurrency and you're actually able to start handling some unexpected expenses because you get unexpected income. What? I think the cryptocurrency would be worth looking into. This has been coming up a lot. And if you were in my collective, I can't help but bring it up because not only is it coming out of this card, but it keeps getting brought up in conversation. I keep seeing some videos. I don't know if my phone's probably listening to me actually. So y'all do know this, that you speak and then all of a sudden you have advertisements and suggested ads will pop up too. It's creepy, but it's true. So I've been getting a lot of that. Yeah, we've got pay bills. Y'all want to come ahead. Y'all looking to try to come up in the world, get them bills taken care of. Getting back up. You've seen it come up too. Isn't that wild? And this has been sitting, I've had this deck for about 6 months. And this card only came up maybe once or twice in the very, very first 4 months. And then in the last month, it started coming up a couple of more times, more so than the last months. And then in the last month, this card has come up about 5 or 6 times. And you do know that we just had that shift in Pluto where it went into Aquarius. I think that there was something that had happened with Saturn's planetary shift. There was something about the last time that shift had happened. There was a big change with money. I do know that there is a lot of talk of financial shifts coming in, and there is big changes about the new world, all those sort of things. I do have background check coming out here. Background check coming out. Some of you might be worried about something like that. Some of you might be like, thinking it's a no-brainer. This is not a big deal. Some of you might be concerned about a background check if you have fibbed a little bit, if you've maybe exaggerated some truths. You're hoping and praying that they are like every other company and they don't check and they don't call and they don't look. I worked with a few people where we've done hiring, and I was very surprised how many people don't call for references. They provide references, ask for references, and then they won't call and ask. I'm very surprised at that. I was never the official hirer. It was never up to me, though I was a part of the process. And I was always surprised about background checks actually not being really looked into. The only place we really did that was when we had to pay to do it when I worked in aviation, just because, you're dealing with high dollar stuff and the FAA requires those sort of things. They require the sobriety testing and then the background checks. They require it just for law. So background checks coming out here. It's very important to be very candid and upfront. I've actually heard of somebody who fibbed on it. They extended the truth and they got away with getting hired. And then they worked for a whole day. At the end of the day, the manager came over and handed them a piece of paper and said, "I'm sorry, we should not have hired you. I'm so sorry." They thought they got hired. They thought they got away with it. They worked a whole day and then they got let go at the end of the day. Isn't that crazy? Hi there. Speaking of, here's exactly what I was talking about. There's a scammer in the room. This is exactly what I was talking about at the beginning of the reading. No legitimate reader does this. Also, that is not tarot on decks. That is a woman on TikTok that has no time to do this. So that there is a thief. They stole those pictures. They stole that content and they are scamming. I'm going to go ahead and block here and block here. Let's see if I can get that to go away. Hi, Grace. I missed you too. How are you? Indeed. Bye, Felicia. Joe begging ass. Hello. I was hoping you'd be here. I was like, I need to come and see my Facebook crew. YouTube. Hello. If y'all are being silent. Well, good to see you. I missed you too. They're so limited. Yeah. They are limited on what they can say. That's very true. Very, very true. Very true. As somebody who myself just now got out of TikTok jail, barely, you're so limited on what you can say. It's wild to me. It is absolutely wild to me. The things I'm talking about and I'm guiding people on, it needs to be listened to in context, but they have these like either AI robots and they're just listening for this word and they see this word or they have this action and they're like, oh, get him, get him, get him. Another part of that is truth, dropping truths and such. Their truth is different than truth. You know what I mean? There's, you know what they say about perception. There's your version of the truth, their version of the truth, and somewhere in the middle is the actual truth, right? So as long as somebody is turning the lights on and paying the bills, then they get to say what is said and what is not, and that's crappy. I love you too. I missed you so much. I'm glad you're here. Your little girl turned 9. Oh, many, many blessings on her solar return last year of the single digits. Ah. Does she think it's a big freaking deal? Last year, single digits. I remember that. Oh, I played that up. I was like, this is the last time I'm going to be a single digit. So cute. Very good. All right. Here we go. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Anything? Nothing? No shmoney? Okay. All right. Bottom of the deck. We've got entry level internship, right? We've got loan approved, receipts, and a job offer. Yay. There it is. Shake my hand. You're hired. Congratulations. I think you will also be following up on some possible debt consolidation, maybe talking to a financial advisor to get control over this. I think in the downtime, right, the planning stages, whenever some of you could be looking for better work, you're also looking at ways to improve your current situation, to get your current situation under control. A lot of us have spent time trying to make ends meet, and then you tend to get yourself a little bit behind. This is that energy of, deciding which bills can be paid and which can be put off. How much longer can you put this off? Can you furlough maybe a few payments? Maybe you're calling your credit card companies, asking them if they can't, extend out a little bit. But this is about you looking to try to find ways while improving your situation to also work at some new creative ways to tackle what has already happened, what's been accumulated so far. This does want to be out here. We've got benefits and budget. I think whenever you're looking for this new job offer, some of you are really considering whether or not the benefits are going to be worth it. We've got overspending and budget. Some of y'all are just never going to get yourself there again. It's like lesson learned. Lesson learned. Yeah, I've got debt out here also. Girl, same. Oof. Same. After the divorce, I was trying to make it. And then you come up, you go back. You come up, you go back. You come up, you go back. And this gosh darn crazy economy is playing a game. I'm still learning how to manifest and create wealth. So I'm playing a game. I'm actually starting to make some positive adjustments and shifts to the former from the latter. Confirmation. My manifestation abilities are really, really, really happening. So I'm so excited for that. More to come whenever I'm able to talk and guide y'all through a lot more wonderful things coming up in the future. But you will see it. You will see it for your own eyes as everything else has fallen into place, right? I do the work. My world is a positive result of that. When you work on yourself and you start to look at the core of how you got to where you are and what you need to start to do differently, not only do differently moving forward, but what also needs to be done to undo anything that needs to be corrected so that moving forward is a lot smoother and healthier, not creating old situations and scenarios. What side? Sorry. Like my I think I'm so funny. Okay, let me look at you. What are we reading here? She thinks she's 20. Oh God. Awesome. You don't encourage that at all, do you? You don't help her feel 20 at all, do you? Financial situations, yes. Going in front of the judge in 4 weeks. Happy New Year to you, indeed. Happy Gregorian New Year to Grace. So ready for that for you. You say act your age. Prince just popped in my head. Act your age, mama. Not your shoe size. Act your age, not your shoe size. Custody hearing date. Okay. She's with you full time, yes? Is she with you full time currently? And you are the one in charge of orchestrating the visitation, or has the court already taken over on that, on the visitation and the sharing? Oh, I'm going to have to roll on the corner. I need this shoulder rubbed, and I'll go find a corner where the walls meet and I'll roll on it like a bear. Get my shoulder rubbed. Ugh. It's 50-50 right now. Temporary orders in place. Okay. I didn't have to do that. My divorce was very different, but I was a dream. I was an absolute dream in my divorce. I disappeared. I gave him the house. I gave him everything, told him you can sell it. And I just wanted my cut and I got out of the way. I said, give me what I want. I'll give you access to the business, because he was very shady and very tricky. And I said, I don't trust you. I said, play by the rules and I will unlock everything. I will stop keeping passwords and such from you. Ultimately, he did end up overriding that because the divorce lasted for like 4 months. So he did end up bypassing and getting access to everything. But I did get my way, and it was an amicable divorce because I was scared. I was so scared. He scared the crap out of me. That's what happens when you, this is a nightmare. That's what happens when you leave a narcissist. When you leave a narcissist, it becomes scary. They make it as scary for you as possible to leave. This is somebody who is threatened. You have threatened the sanctity of the world they have built. You are taking their supply away, and they are going to do everything they can to make you pay. So when you're leaving, this is what happened with me. And when I left, I had to do this because he scared the hell out of me. He chased me out of my home. And I left with what I could, went back when he wasn't there, took what was mine, got court orders to have access. He was still coming after me with court orders. He was still coming after me all the way. Even after we divorced, he was still sending me stuff. We'd already signed the papers and we're done with each other. I hadn't spoken to him since he chased me out of the home. And he was still sending me stuff. I haven't thought about him. I haven't looked up anything on him, and people still bring me crap about him. Oh, I heard about your ex-husband, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, la, 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 don't give up. Never cared. Never cared, never cared, never cared. Can't care, can't possibly squeeze out one iota of give a shit. It dehydrated 5 years into the marriage when I realized what I had married. Your ex did this too? You need to fix that vibration before you ever get out there in that world again. You need to raise that vibration. And then you're going to be tested. When you pass all those tests, then you get rewarded. Thank you very much, Melissa. Appreciate you. No. Dehydrated, right? I know. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's one. No. Are you sending evil eye? Don't you send no evil eye out. Don't do that. Be sweet. Be sweet, Grace. I told that test the other week. Yeah. I'm not ready to. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Exactly, girl. Hell yeah. Okay. Let's do quick finance look and see if I can't run out some stuff. Good. King of Pentacles. We like it. 5 of Pentacles. Okay. 8 of Swords. Mm-hmm. 5 of Swords. Mm-hmm. See. Okay. 8 of Wands. Let's go. 10 of Wands. Okay. Let's go. Let's work. Let's hustle. Let's get that. Let's get it on. I know you're not like that. I'm just teasing. I know you was teasing. You're going to send him some. I wish you would just. What did they say? Empire Records, old 90s movie. I love 80s and 90s. They're so corny. But it's Rex Manning Day, right? No, Rex Manning Day. And he goes, why don't you all just fade away? That was his master insult when he left the room. And I was like, that is so cornily. Kitschy. It's like a kitschy goodbye. It's just corny enough that I'd be like, why don't you all just fade away? So when I'm leaving and I don't like somebody and I never want to see them again, I kind of think about that. Why don't you all just fade away? That's my version of evil eye. I think of Rex Manning. If y'all haven't seen that, it's a funny movie. It's corny. It's a cult classic. Okay, finances. What is some past stuff about finances? Thank you. Oh, they want to be out here. King of Pentacles. Okay. And the 2 of Cups sideways. Yeah, this could be, a partnership dissolving, a marriage dissolving, boyfriend, girlfriend. You could be leaving a home, like deciding if you need to leave where you are for some of you in the past. This is the dissolution of a partnership. Bingo. 5 of Pence. Absolutely. We got the World card at the bottom of the deck to the 9 of Pentacles. Okay. Moving into independence. looking for something that's more sustaining, kind of rebuilding yourself slowly but surely. This is that energy of, what was once up definitely fell down, and now it's on the uptick again, back in the upswing. This is how the world goes. We have ebbs and we have flows. We don't always resonate with the ability to see the ebbs coming once we're in a flow state. And it's about that ability to go back to flow state from ebb. Ebb is the retreat, flow is the forward. This is that recovery, the test, the resolve, the ability to feel gratitude and complete and total fulfillment with what you have, or the ability to survive and make it in these stages of extreme duress or very tight times, very troubled times. A lot of times, when you go through these, it's a make it or break it situation. You're either going to let this defeat you, or it's going to empower you, and it's going to show you how much you're capable of. Be able to really show you some side of yourself that you never knew you had in you. And this gives you great ability to conquer anything moving forward, right? If I survive this, just imagine what I can do. There's no limit coming from this. Okay. Love it. As you should. What is that current energy? Give me some current energy, please. Current energy for my collective. Current energy regarding finances. Page of Swords. Learning as much as you can. Learning as much as you can. We've got the Death card that came out in the reverse. Learning as much as you can. This is about going back and kind of digging some things up. Unfortunately, you have to go back and see some things that maybe you thought were done and over with. Maybe you're having to revisit some things and look at them to see about maybe doing it differently. This could be going back and maybe rewriting some contracts, maybe going back and really combing through every single thing with a fine-tooth comb. This could be the discovery of something that you had left behind before that needs to be brought back up again. This could be something that needs to be brought back up again. This could be something that you got rid of because the circumstances weren't right. Okay, you were in a partnership that wouldn't have supported something like that. But now that you're free of this partnership, maybe it's time to revisit this old idea that you had, maybe this thing that you had committed yourself to. It could be something to do with, that it was very self-serving, and you could have been partnered with somebody who didn't see your vision and didn't see the potential. They could have been very jealous of you possibly having your emotional fulfillment. You know what I mean? So now you're really looking at possibilities, endless possibilities, going back and looking at something with fresh eyes. Rising. Grand Rising, Lynn. Good to see you. So excited. Hello, Linda. Grand Rising. Good to see you. This is fantastic. So this is learning. This could be you in the current stages, just kind of really looking at things that made you feel amazing. This is almost looking at something that you felt like you could have done. This is something that may not be that big a deal. But if you committed and dedicated yourself to something and put a lot of focus and attention, you could turn it into something quite lucrative and fulfilling in the long run. And it doesn't have to be about, making zillions of dollars. You're just looking to be stable. You're just looking to enjoy yourself and actually be compensated for it. That is an emotional fulfillment that nobody can put a price on. You can't put a price on being emotionally fulfilled when you're working, when you're going and accruing currency wherever you are. What's that future position? Oh, but full card, just a little cockeyed though, just a little unsure. So there's something here, and it's about you believing in yourself. You've got to believe in yourself. Maybe in the past somebody did a number on you and said, that's the dumbest idea I ever heard. You'll never make money at that. There's no money in that. You're crazy. That's never going to be anything. You shouldn't be wasting your time, blah, 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 blah. You've got to believe in yourself. And this is not about expecting anything from it. This is just blind faith that you feel called to do this. This is your path. This is your journey. This is where you feel the most satiated, the most called to do. You feel like you really missed some sort of an opportunity before to really show and prove what you're made of. I've got the 10 of Pentacles hanging out there to really prove and show the world what you're made of. You had these ideas, you maybe told people about it, and you had people saying, that's too much. They put all these negative thoughts and ideas in your head. And now it's just between you and yourself, your effort, your dreams, and your desires. When we cut out the people who don't believe in us, the 6 of Swords and 7 of Cups, 6 of Swords reverse, 7 of Cups. When we cut out the people who don't believe in us, and you start really supporting your own dreams and start believing in yourself, sky's the limit. Here's the thing, is you start to elevate away from those people and you start to attract in people who do believe in what you're doing. I love it when you actually do make it and you actually have your dreams come to fruition, and everyone who didn't believe in you starts to look at you a little differently. They start to talk to you a little bit differently. They start to reveal things. I don't know where you were thinking, but I got to admit, I was a little worried. I was questioning you in the beginning there. I was thinking, I was a little concerned. But man, you really have it in you. You really made it happen, didn't you? Hi, Neva. Good to see you. Oh, yes. That's what I do. I'm a transmutant fool. That's my new favorite thing. I love to transmute. It's been empowering for me to not be a victim, to not wallow in self-pity, and to not waste time. That's the biggest thing for me. It's such a waste of time. It's so unproductive and completely wasteful. There's no productivity in that. There's no fulfillment in that. There's no enjoyment in that. None. Wild. I know, right? How is everybody? I am doing collective readings. I just finished a money reading. I will be posting this so y'all can go back and catch the replay. I've just been chit-chatting with everybody. We will look at love. Kids, darlings, my loves, I have made a couple of decks. I'm so happy y'all are here. What y'all want? Love? Y'all want to know about love? Are any of y'all single? Good to see you. Welcome. Are any of y'all single? Here comes my Texan. Are you single as a Pringle? Not ready for love? You do that. You're going to enjoy the deck I made. I made a new deck. Hello, Valerie. How are you? Hello, gorgeous. How you been? Good to see you. All right, let's look. If anybody is open to the idea of love, ready for the possibility, who could be coming in? Let's see if we can't get some possible characteristics to see who we are dealing with. Are you single? Who could be coming in? Should you be open to meeting somebody? Who might they be? We've got Aries energy coming out. Could be dealing with an Aries or Aries placements. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars. God help you if there are Mars. Aries. Yikes. That's a very excitable person. They're very excited. Uh-oh. They struggle with addictions. Could often be under the influence They could often be under the influence, or, these addictions are something they might be struggling with. They've wanted to give it up. They're having a hard time. Old and happily married. Okay, I got one for you. You're lost on love, a bit hard. Keep thinking of men that I truly believed is your person. Well, what is confusing you is a lesson. What is meant for you arrives in total clarity. Total clarity. You feel it in your gut. You get tunnel vision. It is an alignment. It feels good. There is reciprocated energy between the both of you. It's like a no-brainer. If you're confused and unsure and unclear and often wondering, that's a lesson. That's a lesson for you somehow, some way. I've got Leo energy coming out. Could be dealing with somebody that has Leo placements. Yes, no blocks, no nothing. Exactly. Anything else? What else? That's too many. Could have Scorpio placements. Got Scorpio out here. Yikes. Okay, they could have long hair. They could be spiritually aware or awakened. Some of you might be dealing with somebody who has blonde hair. Long blonde hair. Okay. Not my particular type, but That's funny too, because I put a card in here called Not Your Type. Sometimes it bees that way. Sometimes our type is some sort of a toxic attachment to preference that we really need to work on. You can't be open and fluid if you're closing yourself off to preferences. I have doesn't want kids falling out. We've got Cancer placements, comes from a big family. Maybe they come from a big family. This is why they are looking forward to being alone. You believe that you're a karma and keep giving a chance. Oh, yeah. Well, you would know if it is the one. You'd still be in it. You'd still be trying. Anything else? I have so many cards in here. This person might be a little bit quieter, not very talkative. More of a listener than a talker. You might be the one who does most of the talking and wondering why they never say anything. Some people are just like that. Some people are just very, not very talkative. Please don't. Go ahead and go, baby. I know. You may meet them while traveling. While you're out traveling around, you may meet this person. I do believe you're going to have friendship first. It's going to start in friendship. It's not going to be a hurry up and race to the bedroom. You're going to start as friends. Build it slowly. Oh, I think once you finally get there, though, they might be more open to PDA. They're not ashamed of showing people in public that y'all belong to one another. Not ashamed of PDA. They could be about or is your age. They may be around your age. They could be somebody who's a little bit more nerdy. On the nerdy side, they read, they listen to podcasts, they like documentaries a lot. They're very computer savvy. Maybe they're a gamer. Okay. They could be very educated. They could be a graduate or have some college or have gone all the way for some of you. Friends first, 1000%. Yes, please. Yes, please. My boundaries require it. I don't know about you, but my boundaries absolutely require it. There it is. Look, not your type. I evoked it. I called it out. Look at all these cards. These are like index cards, all those. And I pulled that one out. They could be a little bit hippie, very earth conscious, that maybe they volunteer and give back to the community. You both could have a lot in common. You actually have a lot in common with this person. They're not really your type, but lo and behold, you actually have a lot in common. Huh. Boundaries are everything. Oh yeah, there's an instant attraction. So you're really going to have to make sure that you put those boundaries up. We got to be friends first. I don't care about physical connection. That's never served me well. I don't care about that. We got to build, right? Got to build up. Now we have Pisces. Could be dealing with Pisces placements. This could be somebody who's more on the average height side, right? They're about probably 5'8" to 5'11", 3/4, pretty average height, somewhere in there. They have very big goals, big dreams. This is not some lump. They don't just sit around doing nothing and have no idea where they're going. And their big dream is to not do a thing. They actually have plans they would love to aspire to. And they slid into your DMs. For some of you, they found you on social media and started talking to you online. This person could be very, very close with their friends and family. This is the person who has like a big circle, a big group of people, and they are able and capable of carrying on connections with people. They have good connections and relationships. So, all right. If you're open to love, that could be who's coming in. How do y'all like my new deck? I made this with index cards and crayons. I found a box of crayons in my craft kit, and I've had this index pack forever, for about a year, the same amount of time I've had this one. And I also made this deck. These are all blanks, and I wrote on these too. Let's do this one. Friend, maybe you're the one with the, oh yeah, friends first. Friends first. Listen, so Valerie, I found this dating coach online, a dating coach, and she said when you're merging two worlds like that, it's as if you're merging companies. And what do companies do when they're hiring somebody on? They give them a 90-day probationary period. You've got 90 days where you are not accruing benefits. You're not getting any special extra treatment. We're studying and learning each other during this 90-day period. I'm showing you what I expect you to do, and you're showing me if you comply. The same back for you to me, right? It's not just about me inspecting you and seeing if you're worthy. It's both ways. And when you're doing this for that 90-day probationary period, right, then they decide, okay, everything that's on your resume, you have proven to me in 3 months that you are this person. You're not exaggerating. You didn't fabricate anything. You've held steady to your end of the bargain. Now let's continue on. I'm now going to instill that you are a full-time person. This is where you would then take a friendship and add intimacy, or decide to take it to the next steps of your relationship. You know, the company, you're now able to accrue benefits, right? Now you're able to start earning that vacation and earning access to your health benefits and things like that, right? Building a 401k, all that stuff. Same with people. Now you have access to my energetic field. Now we're going to decide whether or not we're going to move past the friendship state and add intimacy, because we have discovered that I actually like you and you actually like me, and we can go from there, right? A lot of times we just get all physical with somebody, and then we try to put a relationship on the physical connection. That is so cart before the horse. That is very much looking at the cart before the horse, going, hi-ya, and it won't go. Let's go. You like the homemade cards? Aren't they great? Okay. Now, if they got issues, if you're dealing with somebody who's got issues, let's look and see what they could be dealing with. Who is this person? What they got going on? You're dealing with somebody here. Let's see. They are deeply insecure. This person could be deeply insecure. People project what's inside of them. Here we go, round and round. Here we go again. This could be somebody who's constantly projecting onto you what's their insecurities and putting it on you. I don't like this and it's your fault. I don't want to do this and we can't do this. I'm just insecure. I don't like this. I don't like this. You could be like, oh, I am so done. I am so over this. I am so tired of going round and round again. Every time you get rid of this person, they come back around with the same old sob story. I miss you. I just miss you. I want this. This person could have mommy or daddy issues. This goes way, way back. Before the last person, before the last person before that, before the person before that, before any other person. This person had the originals putting in those issues and trauma starting from the beginning. A lot of people don't even go there. They just say, oh, my last person hurt me, or the person before that, or the person before that. I've really been screwed over by the opposite sex. Well, I think it goes even further. And you just haven't acknowledged that yet. You haven't gone deep enough, right? Go a little deeper. There are signs everywhere. Signs everywhere. You got angel numbers popping up like crazy. Pop this right here. I'm barely keeping it together. This could be your person telling you this. This could be you. Could be dealing with a lot of legal matters here. There's the door. She said, you're so fun. Here. I regret choosing them. So this person chose somebody else and now they are unhappy about their choice. They want to call or text you, but they don't know what to say. They just want to have contact with you, have no idea what they're going to say. Yeah, they screwed you over. They chose somebody else. They had a one-night stand possibly. Maybe they were doing hookups with other people. They chose something else. This person is petty or childish. Petty and childish. You may be saying, you know what? I am happily single now. Now that I've gotten rid of this, I am so happily single. Could be dealing with somebody who has light eyes, blue or green or hazel. They could have blonde or red hair. Somebody here is shady, sneaky, 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 sneaky links. Shady and sneaky. Got please call coming out. They want to hear from you. I think they're putting it on you. They'd feel so much better if you were the one to reach out. It would inflate their ego. They would feel so much easier about being able to feel like you actually care, right? That they got away with it, that they're able to have you come back into their world. Send one message. Send one message and see what happens. Just send one message and see what happens. You ghosted them originally. They are desperate to hear from you. You ghosted them after you found all this crap. They need therapy or life coaching. It is heavily required. This person needs that. They wish you could talk. They wish you could talk. But they're still talking to somebody. They're talking to other romantic interests, other sexual interests already. That's my y'all know what this deck is? It's unhealthy. Healing yourself the best. Yes, totally. You are happily single? Good. You know what this deck is? The accumulation of my lives for the past year on TikTok. This is basically like my TikTok people asking me questions and asking me about this person, this person, this person. These are basically all my answers put into a deck. Isn't that funny? So that's that deck. Isn't that fun? I handmade this one too. I do not agree with your perspective. This one, sit back. They're about to see how protected you are. Just sit back and watch. They're about to see how protected you really are. Oof. Because you found the evidence you needed. You found it. You got your evidence. You don't need anything else. You got your proof. How's that? He's good. We are busy. We're good. I'm living online right now. We're like passing ships in the night. He's busy. He's doing a lot of things. He's great. We're fantastic. Thank you for asking. Always fantastic. Always. He's good. He's got him. I got me. He's got him. That's how we do. That's a very healthy relationship, right? I'm not all over him and smothering and needing and wanting and thank you. Thank you. Appreciate so much. Let's look at this little oracle right here. I also want to pull the higher self. We're going to move from the finger wagging. No. We are healthy. We're healthy people. We are spiritually aware, spiritually evolved and awake. So if we were toxic to each other, that would be... I would be a fraud in my industry. No. Now, I definitely have lessons. I've definitely had lessons and I've learned a lot. And then redirected, did better, got tested, got blessed. And then I can just kind of work on the next manifestations now because that's all easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Next is, it's in process. It's actually going quite well. So more to come later. Anyway, what can I tell them? What can I tell you? Ooh, it's all in divine timing out here. If y'all have had karmic issues coming up like crazy, if there's been a bunch of karmic issues, divine timing has kind of unfolded the way it has to show you things the way you needed to see them when you were ready to see them. A lot of times we don't see things because we are still have the rose-colored glasses on, or we're still trying to, paint them in the best picture possible. So we ignore red flags, all the things, right? But divine timing is presenting these issues to where you're actually able to see it for what it is. We've got energy drain coming out, right? You can feel it. You feel it after you deal with this person. You feel like completely depleted. You know the vibrations where you feel enlightened and lift up, and then this one ain't it. It ain't it. We've got just lust coming out. This could be, a lust-driven connection. This is what brought you both together. But it's been very non-committal from them because it's only about the physical connection anyway. There is no communication really between the both of you. It feels all physical. They need to speak up because there is no communication. I feel like that would enlighten both of you as to what's going on and where you need to go, kind of what you're dealing with. Very honestly and openly, right? They may have had some very good intentions. This could have been going on since the summer for some of you. They had very good intentions, but it just seems to not be able to come together for the both of you. This person may be the type of person who avoids problems. They just don't even know how to deal with it. So they just don't, and hoping it'll go away. I know the type. I used to be the type, for crying out loud. Wishy-washy. Yes, wishy-washy. Don't know. Is it? Isn't it? Could it? Could it not? Too scared to deal with? I don't even know. We've got new love falling for you. Wants your attention, right? But this old feeling, probably something from the past, maybe a third party situation, has you blocked, feeling very scared, possibly manifesting fearful scenarios based on your past connections to things you haven't healed or let go of. Be warned of that. Everything we think and feel may affect your quantum field. So be very aware of your feelings. We have to deal in facts. We can't deal with imagination. You cannot dwell in the past. It doesn't exist anymore. You can't worry about the future. It hasn't happened yet. We have to deal in the facts of the present moment. Okay. Facts of the present moment. Hello, how are you? Your house getting burned? Twice saw your dreams about this. Oh no. It may be a premonition. Could you go through your home and check everything? Maybe check the leaks. if you have a gas leak or something, if you have some sort of a loose wire that could cause that, anything that may cause that, go around and inspect everything really well. Inspect everything to the best of your ability. Maybe get a carbon monoxide detector, check your smoke alarms, check your batteries and such, get those all changed. Make sure that you have some fire extinguishers on hand. You know, this is a preparation. I had a horrible dream once. That my dog got hit in the road. This was a very long time ago. Ever since then, I did heavy training to teach her that the road was scary and do not go there. You run on grass, not concrete. And she will sprint around a yard. She sees a street and she goes, meow. And she runs back the other way, comes back around, meow, books back the other way. Terrifies me, scares the crap out of me, but I very adamantly prepared for this. I took it as a premonition, a warning, and so I took matters into my hand and corrected it, okay? I hope that helps. Nazarino, I hope that helps. Unsure, you can look that up. I don't really do dream interpretation. I was this close to buying a book, but I didn't buy it. I should have bought it. I know where it's at, so I can go get it. It was a cool book. It was huge. It was a big ass book. That's probably why I didn't get it, because it was big. But you can definitely look it up. Look it up online and see if there's any significance to that. But that's my only thing. When I get dreams where I remember it and it's very profound, I take it as a warning, and I then take action on it. Okay. Hope that helps. That's exactly what I would do. I would look it up. I would go into Google and look it up and see if you can't get anything that resonates with you. Okay. Oh boy. Girl with the snake. Look into his eyes. Uh-oh. He's been telling lies. Paula Abdul, right? Okay. We've got abundance, heart with a key, keys on a ring, keys, options, choices. Opening your heart to abundance. Boundaries are there to protect us. Yes, we put up boundaries and we allow for people to bypass these sometimes, and sometimes we don't. You have to be very selective with the people you're allowing in. I feel like somebody here might be being allowed in because we have Cupid's arrow, heart with a key, keys on a ring, abundance, right? This could be you seeing a reason to drop your boundaries a little bit to allow somebody to come in. We've got the chaser also coming out. So do be warned of somebody who might have abandonment issues. They may have abandonment issues, so they might be a bit of a runner chaser type of energy surrounding them because of them cutting off some karmic attachments here. They may be going through a reinvention of themselves with the phoenix and the palm tree coming out, getting more stable. I do see them being very attracted to you, having a lot of chemistry. So they are trying to be very reserved. Okay. So if you're feeling like somebody is pulled back, it's because they are being careful. Somebody here is being careful. That is very healthy. Very healthy. I do see time allowing for this connection and union to build in a healthy way. Okay. To build in a healthy way. Looks beautiful. Yeah, healthy way, healthy choices. Next deck, healthy choices. Cute. Okay, that was a quick. Higher self, last one. We've been on an hour. Higher self messages. Let's go ahead and elevate your soul. I have a personal private reading I've got to do in 45 minutes. So I got to get ready for that. Okay, private reading I'm doing here, and that'll be about an hour, and then I will be open and I'll be on TikTok tonight. So if any of you need to catch me later, y'all can find me on TikTok. The ways to find me is in the link tree in the description box or on my bio. Scrolling all the way to the bottom is all of my other platforms. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. You can catch me. The more places you're following me, the more chance you have to catch me live or to see all the videos I am posting. If you need a personal private reading, that can only be booked through my website. I will never reach out to you. You have to reach out to me. If anyone reaches out to you telling you they feel drawn to you for a reading, it's a scam. You have to feel called by your guides to reach out for guidance from somebody that you're aligned with. That's how it works. Everything else is a scam, FYI. No legitimate reader will reach out to you. I can't even follow you or ask you to send me a friend request because this is a business page. If they have a business page, you should not be sending friend requests to private personal accounts. You're being scammed. Y'all be careful. Okay. Future higher self. Life isn't a sprint. It's a long race, and you're not just in it to win the whole thing. This is a journey. This is a long endurance run. You cannot hurry up and get to the end. You're going to miss the joy of the evolution of what it takes to get there. Your life is at a turning point right now, and you're ready. Your future higher self is telling you you're ready. If you've been hesitating, if you've been questioning yourself, your future higher self is saying that this turning point is the pivot into where you're supposed to be headed. Okay, you're definitely ready. Sometimes good luck comes disguised as bad luck. If you think you're experiencing bad luck, it may very well be that this is actually good luck. This is a redirection, right? A lot of times our ego attaches to an outcome of something, and we have a hard time thinking of any other thing. And we call it something not going our way. If you allow yourself to surrender to flow and go with it, you're going to be taken to places you couldn't possibly imagine. Our limited mind can't create places where we've never been before or experience joys to the level to which you've never had. You have to be surrendering to where you're going. You can't be rigid and locked in, thinking you know better than universe. Ooh, the ego on you. Think you know better. Let universe tell you where they need you. You're a mere mortal. Stop trying to be the boss. Surrender. You will have financial security in life. This is removing that lack mentality. You're the biggest blocker in your success. Understanding and knowing it and starting to believe in it is step one. Moving and shifting into that timeline is something that happens between now and your future higher self here talking to you. If all you're doing is waiting for the really big moments, you won't value and appreciate all the small moments, these little small victories, these moments where you are feeling very proud of yourself, where you're seeing growth, when it's just something that seems like it's just for you. These are the little minor milestones that get you to these big levels. And we can't truly appreciate the journey if all we're waiting is for the major outcomes. You will really rob yourself of the opportunity to experience everything life has to give you to celebrate. You're robbing yourself. You're truly robbing yourself from the joy of life by expecting something major. Everything small that is good is also great. If you need to break the rules, do it with conviction to make a difference. This is why we have amendments. This is why we have revisions. You may see a better way of doing something. It's just a matter of being very convincing and standing firm in your convictions to be able to have people see your vision so that you can have an improvement happen. Maybe it's all up to you. Hello, good to see you. Welcome. Good to see you, Stacy. I'll be seeing you in about 40. Yes. Hi. Oh, excuse me. Try not to resist the changes that come your way. Don't delay the inevitable. Don't delay the inevitable. That's our ego again. You've painted this outcome. You think that's what needs to happen. Oh, the ego on you. Ooh, you cannot delay the inevitable. Changes are the only constant in life. The only consistent thing in life is that we are evolving and changing. It's okay to be different. Don't try so hard to fit in. That's lame anyway. My Aquarius rising runs. I sprint in the other direction. If everybody's doing it, got it. I'm going that way. If everybody's watching it, got it. I will definitely not. If everybody's going to be there, cool. I'll be somewhere else. Believe in yourself and your ability to carry out your dreams. It all starts with you. It all starts with you. The inspiration of the idea, the ability to carry it out starts with your ability to believe in that feeling, your ability to have it happen. It will all make sense to you soon. Again, that ego needing to have the answers now. Tell me every little detail. Where am I going? What's my next step? You're robbing yourself from the joy of the adventure by having to know so much. It all makes sense to you. Surrender. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. You're pushing yourself to exhaustion. Enjoy yourself in between all your hard work. We can't be humans doing, always doing. You have to be a being in a state of existence, allowing yourself to just be instead of pushing and going and performing and producing. Give yourself time in between to nourish your soul, to fill your own cup. The wheel will turn in your favor. Keep going. Again, those ebbs and flows coming out again. Ebbs and flows. We have to experience the ebbs so that we can appreciate the flows. And we have to experience the flows so that the ebbs will give us something to look forward to. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you. Okay. I hope that helped. I hope it resonated. This is officially 11616 right now. If the number 16 resonates with you, that is coming up for a numerological synchronicity, if that resonates with anybody. I am so happy you all came to hang out with me. It was good to see you. I will be doing my personal reading, and then after that, I'll take a small break, and then I'll be on TikTok tonight if anybody needs to catch me. If you're catching the replay, be sure and put replay in the comment section and let me know where you are watching from. Don't forget to hit that like button and that subscribe, the follow button, the notification bell. These all will alert you every single time I'm energetically called to post a reading or to come live. When I'm live, this is your opportunity while I'm doing collectives to get a discounted paid reading. Otherwise, personal private readings can only be booked through my website. I have a lot of content coming up. Y'all be sure to be following me, and I will see you all so soon. All the love, light, and abundance you can possibly stand, because there's plenty of the opposing out there. So let me be the sunshine in your life. Mwah. Love to all.